our election watch tonight. It is the first presidential primary in our state since year 2000.
And it's also the first time 17-year-olds can vote in a primary. ALASYN ZIMMERMAN begins our coverage in the Springs tonight after catching up with some high school students in the area. ALASYN.
Rob and Elizabeth, 17-year-olds could only vote in this election if they will be 18 by the general election on November 3rd. It's uncharted territory for these teenagers, but also their teachers.
It was super exciting.
Zoe Alvarez is a senior at Rampart High School, and although not 18, she got a ballot in the mail this election.
I didn't actually know I could vote because I wasn't 18 yet. So I was kind of confused.
Because of a change in state law, Alvarez is able to vote because she'll be 18 by the general election on November 3rd. She says it's been a topic of conversation here at school.
Interesting because half of them were like super excited that they could finally vote, but then the other half didn't want to vote at all because they didn't like the candidates or they felt like their vote didn't matter.
Teachers are noticing a change too.
Interest is a little bit more peaked. Some of them, I think they were a little bit shocked as far as like they got a ballot.
Robert Brown teaches social studies and civics, and while not all of his students are eligible to vote this time, many of them are asking questions.
I kind of question how someone can choose one person.
Kind of hard to there's not necessarily a perfect candidate sometimes.
For people like Alvarez, she says there were certain issues candidates focused on that played a role in her vote, plus some of the things she's learned in her government class.
A lot of that information influenced how I wanted to vote and how I can make my vote count the most.
And Alvarez says she's eager to vote in November. She's right now figuring out the best way to go about it as she does plan to go to college out of state. Now, we did collect some data from the Secretary of State's office. As of last night, about 3,300 17-year-olds had voted in this election. That's out of about 24,000 that are eligible to vote this time around. Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. ALASYN ZIMMERMAN, News 5.